Welcome to Warblock. This is a continuation of the opening of the M5 highway scenario. It's been a while since I played it, but it was definitely getting quite interesting. We've done the Hayat Tahrir al-Sham turn, and they held on to most areas and moved down here and attacked some artillery positions, and we knocked across the river. So it would look like yes, because they came across there and then they went there. Right, I haven't had a problem remembering where we were. I'm just going to jump into the Syrian turn then. So essentially they've lost a lot down here. The Hayat Tahrir al-Sham units have sort of punched sort of in this way. And I'm not sure what the best move for them is. Now, the one thing I did sort of consider, as you can see, they've only got the Russian air power now. But what I did consider was, if they can actually clear, it's not so much ironic, but it's peculiar, but if they could clear the actual M5 highway, they would then be able to quite readily distribute troops from the south, the Hezbollah area, up to here where it's a bit weak, and vice versa, which is exactly what the Syrians wanted to do at a grander scale anyway. But here it seems, this is quite weak, and if this was open, we'd be able to sort of, move up and down here, because it's quite weak down here. But I'm not sure really whether they can really sort of hold here. Now, with regards to the air power, I don't know what can be done, but it would seem tempting to try and remove some of these stacks. Now that might be a good stack to target. It's got 3 irregulars and some anti-tank. And the anti-tank is not insignificant. And we could go for these. But I think if we can punch that, let's try it. I'd like to go for their rockets, but the thing is, it's just so expensive. We need to really make sure we're going for something that is stacked up, and these are the only ones. So here, yeah, let's go for it. See no notifications. I really hate that. These pop-ups and things. This is the police state. 4.5, 4.7, 6.15, 4.7. So we've sort of knock them back a bit. I think if we can complement that with these rockets, hopefully we can destroy something. No. These anti-tank gun units have taken a pounding. Oh no, it's these ones. So they're all above 50%. Okay. So what I'd like to do is to sort of knock them back. So we really need to do a lot of damage around here. Right, so we've got this guy that's used, this guy that's available, so let's get him doing some earthworks. Remove earthworks, it should say. Okay, so now the road is free up to there. I'd like to try and take the rest of this road. But they're so fresh and dug in. They're not all dug in. It's only one that's slight. No, they're all entrenched. They're all dug. They're all dug in. They're not entrenched. Okay, and then we come to there. Into there. Into there. Into there. And these two to there. And that will give me for what it's worth. A 2-line apart from him. Now, if I attack either, or I could attack him, because he's only worth 1. And this guy's in a town, so we should beat him back, forcing him at least to there. Yeah. And I think I'm going to advance. Now that leaves that there, but I really want to attack that, but it's got that anti-tank in there. And what would they be? So I want to attack that stack. because they're all over 5. So let's just see what I can do. Oh, that was good. 3-to-1 odds weren't brilliant, but that was perfect in the line of removing units. Now it's tempting to try and attack that. I could attack that and then try my luck there, depending on how that goes. And this should go well. Just want to push him back. DE. I just pushed him back to there, so he's on 5. So just enough to sort of try that. Easily pushing 5.3. So we could try and push that back. Could eliminate one of those units in the process, that would be good. I'm not going to mess around, so I'm just going to commit everyone. 1-to-1 and an exchange. No, we didn't take that. I didn't realise it'd be that bad. Okay, what we got in here? I'll fly these rockets in that. But I've got to deal with this guy. I might be able to, because he's on 6.1, I might be able to route him just with the artillery. I might have to fly that artillery as well. Now I can build a bridge into there and bring him 1, 2 attack, or one of these, and to support that attack. I've got to consider whether I'm going to use this artillery in support of this. I think I'm going to leave that artillery to make, playing sort of sensibly. Not so sensibly, I don't want to play the right thing, but I think I'm trying to keep the Hezbollah units playing their own separate game and without too much sort of just willy-nilly support fire anywhere I want. They can attack these, but this is so all these things down here are going to attack that, but in the first instance, let's put the Syrian rockets into there. Oh, that wasn't good. 0.2, 0, 0.7 in there. I'm not going to do that attack. I'm happy with the fact that I've got a nice line. I could attack that. So I could attack that instead, or that, or both. If I can attack that, move in there and then attack that, that might be a more attractive option. Not like that though. What is it? I don't know which one it is. Presumably these are both in there as well. Oh well, I'll just have to guess. Okay, there's definitely... Okay, so there's the one with two depressions. So there's that one. Okay. Which one was that? Which one of those? I bet it was this one. Routed. Well, that was what I wanted. Everyone. Let's rocket attacking there first. One. Waste. Bring these over the river. Okay, what's he on? 5.7. I'll bring the artillery forward. I'll do first of him there. Attack with these two Hezbollah units. Okay, got him. Good. So a bit of success. I'm going to bring these back over and just command over there. But it was 16. Ooh, that was lucky. But I do want it. Got it. Exchange. I've got the rockets. For some reason it's done the other one. Oh well. Same difference, but it was the rockets that routed and survived. But that's fine, so they've lost a rocket unit. They're the ones that are doing all the damage. Okay, I'm going to bring my artillery forward now. So which one do we exchange? Almost seems pointless moving them. Okay, so the rest of them all together. Right, I'm going to go for this. Do the rockets first, see what we can do rocket wise. So if he's 16, we might get 1-to-1. About 3, 12, 15, 16, 17. With the surrounds, might be a 1-to-1. That's not worth it. Especially with what I can actually do. Something like this. All I can do though is an attrition. But it was a 1-to-1 still. But I don't want to attack that stack. It's not worth it. Region to defend that. So that's everything. I mean, I could move to attack that, but that's still it's a bit too good. I'll try and get 2 rockets later. But we've got at least double line. Now that's the last one, the last option. Do I want to do an attack against that? Don't think so really. Because they're actually getting stacked up quite nicely because of that town. With attrition, see what the odds would be. 4. Okay. Right, I think I sham turn. Well, they did okay down there, but they've lost that unit and lost that unit. They're holding on there just because of the silly odds. I don't think there's any sort of really obvious gains to be made, but we've got this unit now. He's strong because he's in the town, in the village. But we've lost most of that stack. We've got some anti-tank. It's really a case of what is there to attack. This stack is in moderate shape. There, one's 50%, one's fresh. He's damaged. This stack is marginally damaged. He's marginally damaged. So over here we've got a lot of rockets and anti-tank. That's pretty much what's going on. So there's 3 lots of anti-tank. So let's get moving there. Let's go for the tank because we get super bonuses against that. 3, okay. 0.6, 1.8, and let's go for the other one. 1.4. Okay, so they're both approaching 50% now. Rockets. Well, let's do the same. Getting those tanks is going to be useful. 0.8. Oh, 2.9. Leaving them on 5 and 5. Oh, that's right, because the rockets are much weaker against armoured units. They should have done it against the infantry. Keep forgetting. That's the thing when you make it complex. You keep forgetting certain things. Now, obviously, the stacks are going to be quite difficult to attack. Now, I might be able to attack these tanks, but I can never remember how it works, because they're going to be worth about 4 in total, which means they might get their bonus, but if I'm wrong, they might not. So the question is, do we fall back? Because I think maybe yes. Because we can very well lose that next turn. We're sort of possibly going to start taking some damage here. When we've got some anti-tank there and some rockets there, but that's the only indirect fire we've got over here, and there's a lot pounding up. And when we can hold these, I think maybe it might be worth starting to fall back. I mean, let's face it, they'll probably be attacked and lose next turn. Can we counter-attack anywhere? There's 2.6. Where can he attack? Let's move him there. Rockets. Let's go for Let's go for that. Put everything rockety type thing on that. Right, well that's all the anti-tank and indirect fire and anything like that used up. So the only thing we've got left is the direct assault, so I don't want to go up against that, because we're going to be looking 1-to-1. So the question is, do we try to hold anywhere? For example, we could move into here and try and attack these units, but we might not get anything because they'll be above 5. Although, yeah, because the artillery are with other units, so they won't be down to 0.2. They're both very weak, but it'll still probably be, even at the very best, 2 or 3-to-1. Possibly try and go for that stack, but they're too stacked up really. I think it's going to be probably best to try and withdraw. I should have moved him before I fired. But what sort of line can I fall back to? I mean, I could push him to there, then maybe into there. I might just hold everything, right? Yeah, I might fall back to these places here. If I stay there, I'll force him to push me out. And a village there, I'm nicely stacked there. I've got a village there, it's a bit weak there, but I can cover him a little at least. Cover him a little. This is the only one I could do is that. So they're nice and fresh. They'll dig in next turn, I think. And they're in a village, so I'm going to leave it at that. So we're on to turn 5. Well, obviously trying maybe this stack now seems quite attractive. that this stack here is fresh and it's as big as that one. It'd be nice to take this one out and wear it in the open, so I know I can attack these easier than these. I'm going to put my air power onto that. Two 2.4 to 1.8. Okay, and some rockets. Two 2.9, 4.75, 2. Let's bring the rockets a little closer and fire into there. Three 3.5.850. Okay. Difficult really. Rockets on here. 5.35, 3.15. I'll attack this stuff here. And 75, not much at all. Make it like this. Such a big attack for one unit, but that's what these irregulars are like. Difficult to get out. So we've moved him out. Good. So we can take Silos. Let's try the big assault. I'm not calculating the odds, I'm just saying fingers crossed. So 2 successful results, and we might even end up liberating the M5 highway. Available next turn to remove that. Oh! I was saying to myself, I should declare this as a desperate move, but I just thought because he had 5.9, 7.7, and one fresh one, that I would. That was stupid. Oh, well, after so much good stuff, I'm going to do this out of desperation, I think, but I think I should get at least an exchange. You can see, desperate. But anyway, I still got that. I'm not going to do that attack. That's the third turn in a row I've not done that attack. Okay. We've got some rockets there. I could probably put some stuff. So move forward. So I want to move all this artillery forward, but how can we do this? Exchange. Ooh, DR. That's nice. Thing is, I wanted to go for this. But it will mean moving this artillery unit on his own. It's tempting. Fine artillery here. Two point eight, 2.2. I'm not going to risk that attack. I don't want to be impetuous. I've messed up too much there. It's quite safe otherwise. I'm going to push there, attack that, push there, attack that. Yep. Oh. So much for that. Let's do attrition. Point 6. Over here. Okay. Don't want to attack that, but I'm going to tackle one of these. What is he doing? He should be moving up. Yeah, that was lucky. That's because he's got depression 10, look. Wow. Won't try that again. A bit of a standoff there, really. I must be moving there and push that. Look at that. That's the sort of damage we need to be doing. So when they're out of the town, they're easy to get. Well, that's everything. Did I want to do anything over here? I haven't even considered. I think I'm going to attack both these stacks. I'm quite weak though. I'm not going to attack them. I'm going to do an attrition. I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to rest. Yeah, okay. They're going to rest as well. But here, we've got this unit here slowly being surrounded there and attacked by rockets. I might leave this till the next turn actually, in the next video, but the line is being pushed back. And we'll probably be able to, he's out of the game. So we've got space to do something here, but there's nothing really to take, and we'll probably move out to rebuff anything along there. We're going to lose these eventually, but fairly good resilience, but those probably will be vulnerable next turn to that. So I have to consider what they do with this line. So it might be worth just falling back. I mean, they're just, this is, I think, interesting situation because, you know, it could be that, you know, just putting a few irregulars in a built up area can really bog everything down like it is there. And take away the full brunt of the main advance. But a lot of these units are reasonably, still in reasonably good order. They've been knocked back there. It's getting weak there. There. Half and half there. Moderately damaged there. Moderately damaged there. I'm going to leave that turn till the next turn, because I think I'd like to think about it a little more, not so much between now and then, but during the gameplay, I think. And I think falling back was a good idea. I mean, I think basically the thing to do would be to pound them with as much indirect and anti-tank as we can, and to possibly consider what to do with this line, but I don't want to do that all within 6 minutes, which is what we've got left. You know, it might only take 8 minutes, but I want to give myself breathing room, because I think we've got a bit of an edge there, but you know, this is just going to roll down on here. We need to be putting these units in these built up areas. That will probably be gone next turn. You know, whatever happens around here, it's suddenly going to get a little darker as the Russian air power takes its toll. You know, they'll probably be targeting one of these big stacks. You know, they just lost that one. This turn they could lose another one. Maybe this one. You know, so do they hold back? Do they fall back onto that position? You know, they've almost got. There's only 2 hexes of the M5 highway that they don't control. 2.5 if you consider, well, 4 hexes that they don't have control over, or that one as well, but you know, they're nearly getting there, and once they've got that and clean this road, possibly shoot the artillery all the way along here and then start really taking some damage here. This is really interesting as a game because each turn has been, you know, a real sort of adventure, really. I mean, I don't think that they are massively unpredictable or you know, extraordinary in the sort of strategic maneuver. There's not much that we've done that's sort of strategically impressive, but it hasn't been a walkover, and both sides are suffering. And so I think, well, because we lost quite a bit there, but that's a weak target. We don't really have the ability to really attack it, not yet, but maybe next turn. It's both sides are, as they weaken, are as equally weakened from the offensive, the ability to carry out offensive operations. But I might decide to do a few counterattacks. It's just, I can never remember, once they're stacked up like that, I mean, that's a tough stack, and it's almost brand new. So we can't attack it. 2.4. That could be attacked, but it would be at best, not good odds, 1-to-1, maybe possibly a 2-to-1. Because if they've got defensive 5, then they don't get their bonus, and it's the same thing, 7, 8, 6, they can't attack anything. They have to sort of pummel it down with artillery and ATM to ATGM in order to bring it down suitably to actually carry out those attacks. And we can attack that, but we don't have the units to do it, not really. So we could try with those. But anyway, it's getting towards the end of the hour, so I'll leave it at that, and I'll continue turn 5 for Hayat Tahrir al-Sham later, another day. Speak to you later. Bye.